So now you learned the proper ways of doing this, but now I'm going to give you some shortcuts. I wanted you guys to make sure that you guys were able to learn the proper way of doing this before I gave you the shortcut, because you need to know how to do this. You can't just rely on the shortcuts. So if you look on my screen, I've got a couple loaves of bread, and I want to show you, I did a simple look for, you can see right here, bread SVG. SVG is a certain file type that will give you more of the outline look for what it is you're looking for. Now I've also got under tools labeled for reuse. You can also see there are other ways of looking for different kinds of things that you can use legally inside of your work without needing. So this happened to be a labeled for reuse. You could also easily choose labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification and non-commercial reuse. And reuse with modification, because I'm really asking for you guys to modify these as well. So once you find that particular image, and I chose these two loaves of like French bread. Let's say it's exactly what you need for your infographic or whatever the project is you are working on. So what you do is you can save it and open it up in Illustrator. I did a shortcut. I just did a print screen, and I pasted the print screen in Illustrator. When you paste something into Illustrator, generally this window will come up. So if you can take a quick peek, I've got these image trace options in here. So if I go to image trace, I'm going to choose a black and white logo. I want a simple 2-color design. I don't want all these kinds of variations. You could choose something that has a little bit more color to it. You can kind of play around with what it is you can choose or what you need to choose there. Okay? So I'm going to hit it with black and white. You're going to see that it's actually going to go ahead. You can see that there's a definite change to that screen. But what I need to do is I need to hit this button right up here. So I hope you're looking. This button is called expand. Without hitting that expand button, you're not going to see your results. So I hit the expand. You can see I've got either black or white in here. So if I click off of it and I click on this bread, it gives me everything in blue. I do need to ungroup it. So I right click and I ungroup. Click off of it. I click on there. Oh, look it, I got bread. I'm going to go ahead and hold the shift key, and I'm going to grab those 3 pieces of bread because, again, they're separated. It's going to separate them into separate pieces for you. I didn't trace this. I had the computer do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and edit copy or Control C, and then I'm going to grab those and I'm going to go ahead into a new document, File New, whatever that might be, or maybe it's your existing piece. And then I'm going to edit, paste, or Control V. You also have these other things available. There's my bread. I can now group it. I can right click and group it. That way I can grab it only one time. I can manipulate it. I can rotate it and get that into whatever that space is I might need to get it into. I can change the color of it if I need green bread with a, blue outline. I've got that done, and that is done as quick as that. So again, you have that option of looking for something that is an SVG. You also have the option of taking whatever that picture is, put it into, I use on my phone, I want to say it's Adobe, I'll have to look that one up. It's an Adobe Sketch, I believe it is. You can find there's some that will create a 2-color, or you look at your filters on your iPad or your phone, you'll find it'll create like a 2-color filter that'll give you either black or white. Those are great, easy ones for tracing. You could work into things like this. Definitely know that is a possibility with the trace function. Just takes a little bit more work, mainly in what you choose under the previous menu that had to do with tracing options. Those are also in your object, image trace, and there should be an option here. I'll have to look it up. I have things made, so it's not letting me. So again, you guys use that wisely. It is a huge shortcut that can save you a lot of time. Just use it wisely. Ask questions, and that's it.